Wow. Let me make a story post real quick. All right, I'm currently live on YouTube. Go ahead and click the link below and join it. Sorry guys. Can you see everything all right? Everything's good. Is it laggy? Let me pull the quality up. Everything is good. All right, I'm just gonna pull this up on my screen just to double check. Okay, looks good. All right. It's a little bit laggy. Let me see. Don't mind that. Okay, if it gets any worse or better, let me know. I changed the quality. It's not looking great. Yeah, but for some reason on mine, it's showing up as like lagging. Like my preview um, shows up good, but whenever I look at like YouTube side, I need to make sure it's not lagging like that. What's up, Razbox? Razblocks? When do I come to Switzerland? Um, I went. When did I go? I went in May. Yeah, I was there in May. How do I feel about gaining 40K followers in a few days? I think it was 50,000, almost 50,000 followers now. I don't really care though. Like followers don't mean anything. It's the impact that I can leave on people that follow me. That's the most important part. I don't really care about followers. They're just a number on my screen. What's good, bro? Been following you since 3K on IG. Dude, thank you for the support, man. But yeah, once again, like, it doesn't change who I am. It's not like I'm making money off of it either. I don't really care to. I make my money offline. So, bro, I just got into building a business. Do you think app development is possible? Purely no code. And where would you start? I'm testing the idea through social experience. No coding apps is really difficult to actually like start to make money on. If you look at a case study of the most recent like web apps or even mobile apps, a majority of them still have developers, and you can vibe code pretty much 70% of the infrastructure, but you're still going to need a developer to tidy up the rest of the app to get it production ready. Otherwise, it's going to be really hard to scale because you're going to run into a lot of issues, and you need to know what you're doing. What do you think about this? I'm modeling my agency after DTCMA, but for consulting plus AI dashboards, AI appointment setters, and also quote estimator. I'd need more information on that necessarily, but DTCMA, I'm not necessarily public about my true models and how I run stuff on the back end and with offers and affiliate deals, but that's like more conversation for either just like one-on-one or like anywhere else. But yeah, I try to keep that stuff pretty private for the most part. I do like Switzerland, yes. What did I do there? Not much, I'll be honest. I want to go back in the winter time. If you're having problems with the internet, I recommend doing a speed test. Test if it's the first. It's not the internet. Internet's fire. It's really good here, actually. I don't know. I think it's because of OBS. Does PDT have matcha? They might actually. I don't know specifically. I'm about to order some food real quick. Big Caleb, the Crown Prince of Google Ads. Jason, thank you, Eliant. Thank you, G, of course. Why is Google extension autistic? What do you mean? Is something showing up or something? Understood, bro. Appreciate it anyways. How's it going with the road to F40? F40 would be sick. It's not a priority right now. I'm actually looking at another car. I'm going to sell both of my cars to consolidate into one car. So that should be tomorrow or the day after everything is ready to go. Are you going to hop back into the WAP community soon? Alex, yes and no. It just depends. There's so many free resources there available, and I've already talked with a majority of the members in there. And so if anybody isn't successful, it's literally like completely up to them. So there's no reason why people aren't making money if they're in the WAP group, because everything is literally there. Are you going to hop back into the WAP community? All right, I just answered that. SVJ, no, I hate it. I hate SVJs, bro. Completely hate them. I think they're the worst cars ever made. They're not comfortable. They're decently fast, sure. Freaking blind spots everywhere. There is no room on the inside. Sucks. What's your favorite people to study besides Larry Jobs and Ellison? Peter Thiel as well. I think he's fire. I talk a lot about him in my videos. Peter Thiel. 0 to 1. Read the book and then watch pretty much any of his 0 to 1 videos essentially. But I'm gonna put you guys onto some game right now. This isn't stuff that I would normally do, but I got deep into the rabbit hole of just learning and studying the top founders, the most successful people in the entire world. So I'm going to see if I can share my screen, macOS screen capture. Let's see. Give me a second. It's going to be... Okay. Let me fix this. Sorry, I'm learning as we speak, all right? Okay, I'll just put it there for now. But basically, a Y Combinator, if you guys know what Y Combinator is, I'm not going to necessarily explain what it is, essentially, but sort of advice, founder stories, look inside Y Combinator. Go to their YouTube, go to their oldest videos. And so if you guys don't know, Sam Altman was actually the president of Y Combinator back in 2012, 2013. So you're going to see a lot of early interviews with him, but their first ever video on YouTube was actually Mark Zuckerberg at the Startup School 2012. Phenomenal video to watch. Honestly, any of these, like David, like Joel, Tom, let's see, who's another, Ron, Chris Dixon, another Mark Zuckerberg interview, Jack Dorsey from Twitter. Like, there's so many good ones here, and I'm gonna continue scrolling because there's even better ones that I really like. Let's see, where are the fire ones? This is a really good one 9 years ago. This is a crazy conversation. This is like, so Elon invested $50 million into OpenAI, and at the time, OpenAI was only 6 months old, and Sam Altman was asking Elon Musk, like, hey, like, what do you think about the current state of OpenAI and how it's doing? Once again, Sam Altman in the backyard, conversation on how to build the future. Really good video. Let's see. All these Elon Musk ones, phenomenal. There's a few more that are really good. This is the one. Competition is for Losers with Peter Thiel. This is the video to watch, guys. You want to be successful? Watch this one. Same thing, Mark. This guy, savage, absolute savage. There's a few more videos here that I really recommend. Let's see, where is it? But 100% Sam or the Peter Thiel. That is a really good video. Another, once again, Mark Zuckerberg video. You guys need to study all of this if you want to be really successful. This one is really good. I watched that one in its entirety. Yeah, I mean, you guys get the idea. Like, the most successful people you could think of, like, have been interviewed by Y Combinator. They have come from Y Combinator. This is a really good video. This is a great video. How to find product market fit. This is exceptional. This is the guy behind Airbnb, and it is a remarkable video, and it's crazy how all this is literally free. So I'm gonna hide my screen for now. Go back into this. Make sure you guys can see everything properly. All right. Do I invest in companies? I just started new social media, anti-AI, Meetup meets Be Real meets Instagram stories. I do invest into companies, but I would not invest into that one personally. Do I think Google ads are better for real business and Meta ads for e-com brands? No, I think it's literally one or the other. It just depends on your offer, depends on what you're offering to people. Caleb, is it fine if I record this, or are you keeping the stream up? I'm gonna have this stream up so you can be able to reference this at a later date. I'm about to launch my app on App Store. Started the interview process for Y Combinator. That's great. My piece of advice is actually to not go through Y Combinator. You don't really need that. I'll be honest. And that's actually taken advice from my good friends Zach and Blake from Cal AI, who do like 4 million a month. They literally said, like, because I actually wanted to apply to just get my apps out there, but they're like, nah, that's retarded to do. I know that video literally become the titan of it all. Monopoly is king, correct. The crib is goated. Congrats on 60K to legendary run as always. Guys, I used to play baseball with Lucas in the chat here. The Porsche design tower is next level. Would have been cool if you stayed in AZ. Keith, I actually still have my apartment in Arizona. I just haven't been there in a minute. Legend, thank you, bro. Maybe my first 10K with organic. Now I'll hop into branded drop shipping, make it out of the trenches. Bro, just run ads. Literally just run ads. Like, it's the most important thing. Do you do podcasts? Got a few guests coming on mine, launching soon. It's music, AI, and crypto. I don't do podcasts, I'll be honest. I don't really find any reason to. I prefer to stay pretty low key for the most part. So unless there's some value for me in some way where I'm meeting somebody that could possibly relate to any business ventures, I do like to keep my like life kind of like private, if that makes sense. I don't know if you skimmed my chat, but Founders Podcast is literally your stuff. You would love their work, have zero affiliation. I've probably seen that because if it's Founders Fun stuff, I've probably seen it. Bro, how's it going? Shopify store you went to $1 million in a month. That store, I think I gave it away to somebody. Like one of my students, I gave it to him. What do you recommend? I'm going to go hard on organic social and paid ads to get users. Also, the concept of the social app itself is it will get users to share with their friends. Okay, Mello, or Melelo, however you say your name. I'm going to, once again, show my screen. What you described to me is a cool idea for the most part. But this video, how to find product market fit, I promise you, bro, promise you, you're going to rethink everything about your app after you watch this video. And like, I want everybody to be successful, but I mean it. You will literally rethink your entire app after watching this. This is really, really, really important. And also Sam Altman and Peter Thiel, once again, they talk about product market fit. Watch this if you haven't already. It would change a lot of things. Best tips to start a D2C brand, very broad. I can't necessarily answer that specifically. In what aspects do you think traditional business is changing, like real estate, brick and mortar? It's really not, to be honest. I think the only things that are changing, which people are well aware of, is just social media. If you want to thrive in a competitive market, obviously you're not trying to launch a freaking restaurant and do I'm going to use a reference from the videos, like some British restaurant in San Francisco. Like, you're not going to launch that. It's retarded. But for the most part, if you have good products, good marketing, and you're just posting on social media, that's like the most important part, is just finding your edge in the market. Do I do paid coaching? Would you consider it? I do paid coaching, but it's like $15,000, I'll be honest. And I really don't want to do anything cheaper than that. It's not worth my time for the most part, unless I'm getting equity in your company. But once again, my time is very valuable, as yours is too. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do anything for less than like 15K. What type of products would you choose? Like, what niche is your most usual you run and market? The most saturated, I'd say, but also the best products to do is going to be consumables in some way, or supplements. Those are going to be your best bet, in my opinion. Got it. We'll watch this after stream. Sam Altman had a similar idea called Looped, sold for 43 million in 2005, but that was a little different than what I'm doing. Yeah, man. I mean, I wish you the best of luck. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be very rough. But if you have distribution, fine, then you're good to go. If you haven't already, I'm actually somewhat affiliated with these guys over at App Mafia, and it kind of plays into your whole like vibe coding thing. But basically, there is a free course that you can access directly, and you can kind of see anything about like distribution, setting up the like vibe coding, setting up frameworks. The list goes on. This is literally like it's all free on there, and they do have a high ticket program as well where you can work with them one on one. But once again, the free course is absolutely valuable. So I highly recommend going through this. I've even gone through it myself too, so it's really good. So definitely recommend that if you're wanting to get into apps. 15,000 for what, brother? Does it include multiple calls? Thanks, man. Yeah, so it's 6 months and it's multiple calls a week. I basically go on your schedule. I'm obviously busy as a person as it is, but I'd prioritize working with you. 15K an hour? No, it's 15K for 6 months. How do I charge back on a course? William, that's a great question. Best tips to start a D2C brand, 200 AOV. I don't know anything else about your D2C brand. You got to be way more specific than that. What do you think about middleman firms? For an example, get workers for a client firm and just take percentage of paychecks because they're from the lower income countries. So one thing with me is if I don't know an answer to a question, I'm not going to try to sit here thinking that I am the smartest person in the world. Honestly, I'd have to know a little bit more about that. I couldn't give you an exact answer on that, Leos, if I pronounce it right. Tell us the Ryan PMAX sauce. Internet JB, brother, you tell me whatever you want to know. I'm happy to help you. I'm spending around $1.5 million a day right now on Google Ads, so I can shill whatever you want to know. Odab said on Insta. What's on Insta? Feel free to share your email so I can keep you in the loop. Thanks. My email is public, but I'll just type it in chat. Okay, actually, let's do this. That's my assistant's email. And yeah, you can talk to my assistant. If it's something that's worth coming to me, then you're good to go. Did you ever have a CPM problem when you test and store in the USA? It's been 5 months since I can't find results in the USA market when I launched a test with Facebook. Okay, so Toto, I'm going to actually answer this. There is a CPM problem. However, depending on what your vertical is, what your angle you're testing, dude, I'm telling you, it's creative. Creative is like super important. So if you're having high CPMs, you're either in an extremely niche demographic or audience, or your creatives just suck. So if you have better creatives and even if it's a super saturated market, like it doesn't matter. But no, Facebook does have high CPMs right now. I mean, competition is ridiculous, but for the most part, it is 100% up to your creatives. If you have high CPMs, get better creatives. I promise you, it's very vague, but if you can really dissect everything, look at your thumb stop, look at your average view duration, look at all the metrics that they literally provide to you, go through everything, that's what it's gonna be to make you successful, essentially. You gotta go through everything. I want to get into e-com. Whom should I learn from? Any YouTube channels or course you recommend? Dude, I'll be honest. Start a store on your own. Try to figure out Facebook ads, Google ads, TikTok ads. You want to try to figure it out. Obviously, there's a ton of free value on YouTube for the most part. But to be successful, you really need to understand the platforms for yourself versus from hearing it from other people. And then once like you're obviously trying it the best to your ability, then you can, let's say, reach out for like a mentor to either me or to anybody else that you look up to in the space that you know is doing decently well. Like I've done, let's see, I have my Shopify bags here. This is 10,000 orders and this is 100,000 orders. There's the 100K and then the 10K on the back. So I've done a lot through Shopify, and I should be getting my 1 million plaque at the end of this year, hopefully. 1 million orders, that is, specifically. But for the most part, there's a lot of free value on YouTube that you can utilize to your advantage. How do you feel about buying a business, scaling and exiting it? What challenges come with something like that? Zion, I think it's great, but once again, there's so many other variables that go into play. Like what type of business? How are the margins? What's the trailing 12 months net profit? Like what does it look like specifically? Like you guys need to understand that you could ask a more direct question and I can kind of break it down to the best of my ability. Is Bryce Porter a scammer? Not to my knowledge, no. What's the best way to get best prices on expensive clothes or exhausts as you did in foreign pipes? So you need to fly to China to meet the suppliers. I actually developed my products myself. So I couldn't tell you about clothes specifically, but I develop all my parts, and then I have actually equity in the manufacturing company that makes the products at the moment. Oh shoot, I just had a refresh. Hang on. Do you ever run Facebook ads in the kids toy niche? Best gift for quarter 4. I have, yes, and I do have some friends that are doing freaking numbers on Facebook ads for the kids toy niche, but you just gotta be like super honed in. Thoughts on a Facebook bandwave? Don't know anything about that. You're the inspo, bro. I love getting humbled. Thank you, bro. Should bring Twitter dad. Why could I not speak that? Should bring Twitter dad to live on YouTube one day, Caleb. I probably can. I'm good friends with Jason. How often do you plan on doing these streams, Lucas? I don't really know. I mean, they're pretty time consuming, and I do, I guess, burn myself out from doing one stream every freaking 6 months. But I'll try to do more streams more often. Mello, you applied to my 1,000 interviews thing, but you were just gonna pitch. Yeah, I wouldn't even. That's probably why you weren't approved. What's the best biz off for someone who has limited funds, resources like $100? Bro, honestly, just keep freaking working and saving, and I don't know, just figure something out. Like $100 won't get you very far, bro. I'll be honest. I won't even fill up 2 tanks of gas for me. And I'm not saying that in an egotistical way. Like I literally do mean that. Like $100 is not much, because if you're buying Shopify is gonna be $30-$40. If you're buying themes are like $300. If you're running ads, you need money to spend on ads. You need to have video editors. You need to have page builders. You need to have a lot more money for e-commerce. You can do it on a credit line with like 1 or 2K, but $100 won't get you very far. My best bet is just to keep saving up. Is it true that Black Hat is ruining Facebook ads because these guys are literally scaling unprofitable? Okay, total. That doesn't mean anything. Scaling unprofitable does not mean it's Black Hat, first off. And no, it's not ruining Facebook ads. They're just better marketing than most people. My business manager got banned and was calling that, and was scaling, what should I do? Adam, just reach out to me. I can get you in contact with my people. Can you show in your campaigns, or are they private? I'm not showing any of my campaigns. Where's Gib? He is in Orlando. Can you show the workflow for VO3 AI creatives? I just have video editors do that for me. Stuck at 1K a day in sales with Google, PMAX, no asset, how to scale. Never been able to make sales for search ads with D2C brand suggestion offer. Pedro, so actually, I wonder if I can just share my my YouTube chat so it's not like off the rip. Let me see. I'm gonna share my YouTube chat just to make it easier for you guys. Oh my, hang on. I need to update my thumbnail. I'm here, just fire away some questions. I'm gonna update the thumbnail real quick because it is a super old thumbnail. I actually don't know if I can do that. Okay, no, I don't think I can. Oh wait, yes I can. Okay, 1 second. I'm going to change this. Okay. Crap. Just fire away the questions. I promise you, give me like 30 seconds. I'm going to be answering everybody. We got 55 people on the live. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I absolutely love doing stuff like this. Even though I don't do it as often, I still, I do enjoy doing it. And that's honestly why I'm doing the whole like 1,000 calls, which is freaking insane. But I love talking with you guys. I love learning new things, even about like just new things in the market. So we can all equally learn from each other. Okay, saving that, just updated the thumbnail. Okay, so I am going to see if I can bring out the chat. And let's do, all right, I'm trying to full screen chat. Screw it. 1 sec. Let me make this look a little bit better. All the tabs open. Okay, sorry if it's bad, I can fix it, but I'm trying to figure this out. Okay. Where are we? Yeah, so Pedro, my best advice for you is to duplicate your product like 5 or 6 times on your Google Merchant Center. Change the front image to be something different, and then also change the headlines a little bit, and then split test each one individually. So that when instead of having just one product, you have like multiple products essentially. But you can just message me on Instagram, and I can help you. So Caleb, how would you recommend starting from zero? Watch my earlier videos to understand how I did it and see how you can replicate it. How do I get there, G? Don't know what you're talking about. Herb display is going crazy. Display, it just depends. Yo, Caleb, just on my first client for my marketing agency right now, $500 retainer. Sorry for my bro. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a quick piece of advice. If you're running a marketing agency, look, even though you don't have the results or the success that somebody else like I would have, do not be afraid to charge more. If you're pitching a client $500, I promise you that client's gonna be a pain in the butt to work with. Charge 2.5K to 3K. If it's the same amount of work, I promise you, you just look better as an agency. You look a lot less scammy by charging more. It's crazy as it sounds. So charge more. I promise you, you understand, and you're gonna be a lot happier because you don't have to sign 4 or 5 clients to make up for a 2.5K total, because then you just have one paying you that much. Another question as well for Google. Who would you listen to for? Who would I listen to for Google? Bro, I don't know. Honestly, I literally do not know. For your mentoring, what type of people are you taking on? People that literally want to invest in themselves and be successful. That's literally all it is. Like, if you want to be the best, then we can be the best. Do I receive emails from your calendar? We had one-on-one mentorship. Monstrat, I do, but just message me on Instagram or just text me at my phone number. What do you think is the next new wave of online money millionaires? What do you see as the biggest opportunity? Bro, drop shipping, affiliate marketing, apps are really good too. A lot of value on YouTube. Yes, correct. Some of these questions are low IQ. Yes, they are. What's the most important hiring I should do in e-com except editors? Media buyers, page builders, payments, stuff like that. How much worth of ads do you think are running daily, and what creative tag are you using? I don't even know what you're talking about. How are you implementing all your AI into your day-to-day workflow? I'm really not, to be honest. Just for like writing articles better or just like writing ads a little bit better. That's about it. Let my girl get that job you put on your story Sunday. Just DM me and we can talk about it. You started dropshipping before making an agency. Do you think it's possible to do marketing agency before having previous experience? Yes. Wait, before having no. The thing is, I just wouldn't. I wouldn't recommend it personally. People try it, but I just really would not recommend it. Brandon, thank you, brother. I do miss Riley significantly, and I'm sure he'd be very happy to see where I am now. What belief about money or risk did you steal from your mentors that actually moved the numbers? Brother, I didn't have any mentors. I literally figured this out on my own. How would you recommend starting from zero? Bro, I'm not answering this. You can just see on my other videos that I posted on like how I started. That's my best bet. Just get into ecom, but you can't start from zero. Like, you need some money to like get out and go. If I wanted to buy a manufacturing company, scale it for 5 to 8 years and exit, what type of manufacturing should I look for in your opinion? Bro, if you want to buy one, I got one for sale. But it's not my field of knowledge, not my cup of tea. I like, quick money versus like super long money. I don't like real estate. Black Hat has been around forever. Yeah, but I don't know what you're talking about. FV, I don't know what FV is. How do I do my investments? Any big bets or any company projects you high in your stocks and crypto? I have a financial management team that manages everything for me, so I don't have to think or look at my portfolio. Where do I find the video editors? Typically just word of mouth from people that I work with in my space or just on Fiverr. Based on your experience, what's the best niche on ecom? The ones that print. There's no specific niche, I'm telling you, bro. It's just like whatever works, bro. But supplements, I like supplements because subscriptions. Facebook and Google allow what they want. If they wanted to stop people from running certain creatives at scale, they would. They allow it. Yes. Correct. I got 30K to 50K invest. I want to start doing something new. This Mr. FTO. Get into ecom, bro. Get into agency. I'm peacing out. Thanks, bro. We'll watch videos on App Mafia. I'll reach out again when I have 100K users by the end of the year. Love to hear that. What do I think about traffic arbitrage and gambling? I should not be speaking on that in this video, but Ursu, if you have any questions about that, you can message me on Instagram. I might have some intel. Do you ever brand the product before taking or launching the store? Do you go full AI, ripping the store product image and after the result? Bro, I don't condone ripping products or ripping anything from any other stores. I do not condone that at all. Always do stuff on your own. Brand your own products. I promise you, if you put more time and effort into that, it's going to be a long-term brand versus a freaking crash and burn brand. It's retarded. Make an actual brand. I just finished developing an iOS app, mental health niche, best organic content advice, and paid overall GTM advice. Mustafa, once again, go to appmafia.com, go through the free course. They're going to have better insights. They're doing like 10 million a month collectively with their apps together. Go through their stuff. It's free courses, and it's the best advice you're going to get. Your tips for 10 million worth, your tips for 10 million 25, I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, I was wondering what's your go-to product research tool, and would you be able to talk a little about how you find your products and validate them, like any criteria things? I find my products based on the stuff that I can use in my day-to-day life or stuff that I need, like a problem solved on something, and then I just put my passion and like effort into building something that's like long-term. I don't go through like PP ads or Kalo data or like PP spy, whatever it is. I don't go through those personally. I just know what's selling in the market. But I also have an edge over anybody else because I have my agencies, so I know what niches are doing well. How many hours do you work a day, and what is the difference between guys spending 10K a day versus 100K a day in delegation and team? The guy spending 100K a day, depending on who it is, it's either a massive corporation or it's just an individual person. Guy spending 100K a day, it's like small teams of 3 or 4 people, and they're just freaking Chad scaling. In terms of, where did I see sleep? Maybe I didn't see anything about sleep, but I sleep freaking, let's see, like 5 hours a night. Come on. Yeah, my sleep score is 53. I don't sleep much at all. Bro's lagging for me. Anyone else? I might be lagging, bro. I'm sorry. Like, honestly. My OBS says it's good, but for some reason YouTube is just saying it's not good. Do you remember me from last year in Beverly Hills? I went up to you before you got into your Ferrari 48, offered me a barbering service. Now I'm doing e-com skill agency. Bro, sigh. I would have to see what you look like, but possibly, bro. Ursu, I think I already answered that. No more lag, it's better. Okay, fire. Life drastically improved when I realized my exact work valued at $500 or 4K. That's correct. Ursu, I already answered that. How do you view life right now with such huge success at 21 years of age? How do you approach life in regards for money, enjoyment, girls, God? I put God first between everything else, work, and then girls are like absolutely last. I don't care about girls, to be honest. They're there, and if I want to get a freaking 10 out of 10, I can. Or whoever I want, I can pull whoever I want, but I just don't really care to. I'm focused on business and just enjoying life. What's your creative format, creative-wise, and usually where do you get your creativity for campaign scaling well? What? I'll DM you again, bro. I met you and Gibbon Monterey Car Week. I think you were behind in comments, but I'm the one who said something about the job for my girl. Okay, sick. I might be behind on comments. I have the most efficient mass market agency in terms of employees. What are hiring requirements you look for when hiring requirements, experience in the space, affiliate marketers, people that have spent money on their own dime and made a lot of money from that. I poach a lot of affiliate marketer people because they're really good media buyers. I appreciate you're a legend. Your mentality reminds me a lot of Kobe, but in business. Thanks, Gene. That's fire. You can make any niche work with proper marketing. Not necessarily, no. You can make any bad product work with any really good marketing, essentially, but not necessarily every single niche. It just depends. What's the best way to go about starting e-com for complete beginners? Bro, I wish I knew. Hit you on a DM a few days ago, but I saw you in the garage. A few days ago, you were rocking a Chrome hoodie, and that's whenever your video blew up. Nikki, what garage was this? Did I see you? Maybe not. I don't know. But Nikki, sick, bro. Even if you don't place into the 1K calls, the 15K 1-to-1 membership still something that's doable. Yes, I do offer that. For e-com, I have my jewelry store inventory in my apartment. Do you recommend I transport it into 3PL warehouse once I get over 200 sales? Where do you recommend? Okay, so say, depending on where you live, you're gonna have inventory tax. So you're taxed on the dollar amount that you have in inventory. It's either quarterly or every 6 months, but you have literally like inventory tax that you gotta pay. So that's why I stopped having inventory in a physical location that I worked at. So rely on a 3PL. That's like super recommended. If you have, or if you need any 3PLs, I have plenty of them. So let me know, but you don't want to get caught up on inventory tax because it's a real thing. What lights am I using? I have Philips Hue throughout my entire house. This little circle moon looking light. It's just like a clip on my desk, and then freaking Sony FX3. It's retarded camera. Yo, what's up, Reggie? Would I recommend drop shipping or other e-com before getting into SMMA? Dude, affiliate marketing, low-key, because you're figuring out how to learn ads on your own expense without having to deal with any fulfillment or any logistical issues. Thoughts on 100% tariff starting November 1st? They probably won't, to be honest. But most of the time, you're going to be fine. Don't worry about it. Got to head out now. Love learning about sectors I'm personally not in yet. Thanks again for bringing the streams back, even if it's not that frequent. Lucas, much love, brother. Hope everything is good over in Texas. Kenny Bender, said Klob. This guy has like 200,000 subscribers. Who is this guy? Holy crap. 248,000 subscribers. Bro is freaking famous. Is ABO even worth it anymore for drop shipping? Brother, Sebastian, I respect everybody here. I'm not even going to answer that respectfully. That's crazy. That's crazy work, bro. Bro, how you dopamine detox and stay locked in and focused without getting focused with cutting off porn help? Bro, if that's ruining your life, bro, go to quitter.com or go to Quitter on the App Store, Quittr, and then stop watching prawn today. Like, you gotta stop that, bro. Or watch freaking Kenny's videos on self-help or self-improvement, because Kenny's the goat at that. But dopamine detox, delete Instagram, delete YouTube, delete Twitter, delete these social medias, and then block your phone on the apps. Anybody that knows me knows that I have freaking insane screen time. I don't even get on my phone. Best affiliate marketers you know or have worked with. I'm not going to say who. The absolute best ones, the most insane ones, are the ones in Brazil. Kenny Bender, another podcast with Mr. Ronald's AI, maybe. Next time we meet, bro, I'm going to be a multimillionaire. Invite you to dinner, being a huge inspiration. Dude, Sai, I love to hear that, bro. Yeah, you saw me. We are moving out of the building, actually. Bro, I'll be honest, I don't remember. But hey, if it is you, then that's fire. Do I know Sean and Spencer? Those are great people in the space. Yes, I do know Sean and Spencer. I was with them in Dubai. Yeah, their Evolve is really good. What's up, Ata? I know you, bro. How you doing, bro? More vids need to be dropped, Brody. I got to figure out what to post. I'm kind of just relaxing a bit. Q4 is here. Scaling. Just chilling, working on softwares. I don't know his answer for Owen Trades, but before I learned e-com, Spencer and Sean changed my life perspective in e-commerce. Yes, correct. That is correct. Is your co-founder the guy with the Galaxy profile pic? How do you go about poaching him? I don't know who has a Galaxy profile pic. Like, at all. What is something I would tell myself? To work harder. On X, sorry, the question was like stupidly framed. He's just annoying. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. First I'm here, what do? I do customer support for Apple. Oh, what would I tell my younger self? To be more consistent. I'm a full-time VA for Apple.com. Let's get some more questions in here. We have 40. I got 50 people watching right now. Maybe a little bit more. Let's get some more questions. Oh, it just refreshed. Can I upload this to our channel? Yes, this will be uploaded to my channel. Thoughts on perfect income every month. Genuinely, where do you think you don't really need to make any more? From my experience and other people you know. Okay. The second you start making, I'm gonna say 60 to 80,000 a month. You're only spending 10 to 20K. And so you can consistently make that a net profit. That's whenever it's like, all right. Because you go from saving 50,000 this month, then 50,000 the next month, and then you have an extra 6 figures. Once you're making like 70, 80K a month, that's whenever it's like, you can kind of do whatever you want at that point. You can ball on a budget, but like that's like low key, like that point. That's not even $1 million a year. $1 million a year is 88,000 a month. But like 70, 80K a month, you're chilling. Just save what you can. And I think that 70, 80,000 a month, you can do whatever you want. I have a lot of friends that make that consistently, and they have like millions of dollars in houses and cars and stuff like that. So they live a good life. If I need to hire VAs, where should I hire them from? You should go to paired.so, paired.so for VAs. You seem to be more religious in the past 6 months than before. What changed and what journey did you change? I've always been religious my entire life. It's not like anything changed. Hey Caleb, I haven't been lurking your X posts or learning about ecom. Thanks for the value. Albert, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Hopefully we'll be spreading some more info fairly soon. Am I still buying the Senna? I bought something else. Respond to my DM, bro. I'm an OG since 8K. What's that, like from a week ago? Just bump it in the DMs. At what age did I have my first million? I was 15 years old. So 2019. Can you run an ecom brand off a debit card? Yes, you can, as long as you got money in cash flow. Thoughts on selling AI solutions to enterprise instead of running up an info agency? What do you think is better? Enterprise. 100% enterprise. 1 client, 2 clients a month at like 100K, 200K ticket price, and just a wire straight to your account. That's what you should be doing. Instead of trying to sign freaking bottom feeders, lowest of lowest retail for info. Don't worry about that. Enterprise solutions. What's your plan with Runhead's AI? I'm not going to speak on that right now, but we're chilling. You got your start dropshipping car parts right? No, I was not from dropshipping car parts. That's just what I say. But it was like LED lights, it was phone accessories, car chargers, cables, stuff like that. I saw Luke Alexander talk about that. Yeah. Bro, I've been seeing you when you were renting the room in Beverly Hills. That's fire, bro. I loved that house. For someone who's doing 100K a month, would you recommend continuing to scale, and how realistic is an exit is in the coaching space dating? There is no evaluation, really, or there's no exit. If you're doing 100K a month in the dating space, there's no exit there. You're not building any enterprise value or any equity value. Unless you have an app or some type of software that you're able to sell, you're not going to be able to sell for anything. Maybe a 1.5x at best, but that's really it. You know what is the best bank for non-residents to live in Brazil when I'm in Orlando and make an LLC in Wyoming? Bro, Chase. Chase is the biggest bank in the world. Where would you start now if I went back to zero? Not answering that respectfully. What advice would you give to somebody who is over 7 figures in dropshipping revenue across 2 stores? Should I continue looking to expand in different ventures? Well, you kind of got to break that question down. Like, what kind of advice are you looking for specifically? Like, what is your goal? What do you want? What are you trying to do? Like, I couldn't just give you advice based off of that. Like, I don't know, 7 figures of revenue across 2 stores over what timeline? Has it been 10 years? Has it been 5 years? Has it been 2 months? What's like net revenue? Like, there's going to be a lot more than you need to say this versus just 7 figures. If you're at 7 figures, let's say 15% margins and 50% tax, then you're freaking making what, $75,000 off of that, off of 7 figures in revenue across 2 stores. Just keep making money for cash flow, and that's about it. And just plug it into whatever else you're trying to build. If you want to build a brand, then build a brand or build a software. How many people we have in the stream now? Let's see. We got 46 viewers. We are at solid. I think YouTube.com actually says a different number versus like my stream. Let me see. This is like 49 people watching. About the same. Okay. Okay. Caleb, what services would you sell to enterprise companies that you can realistically take the same services and skills from an info agency and enterprise to charge more? Bro, like that's once again a very, very broad question. You need to really narrow that down specifically. I don't even know what niche you're talking about. Opinions on selling on Amazon. Amazon's great, but you're dealing with Amazon and Amazon's fees. Any advice on creating AI call agent for customer service? Bro, there's a billion other companies that are already doing that. You need to have some type of like competitive advantage or competitive edge in the market. I know people that are doing like 500K to $1 million a month with AI call customer service, but everyone's trying to do that. It's been since March, around 20% margins, but slaving my butt off every day to this. Yeah, like, I mean, the cash flow is great for Infinity Football. Bet, I appreciate you. I hope I'm one of the thousands making calls. Master getting dropshipping in Brazil. Okay, nice. I have an AI software idea in my mind. I want to start out with healthcare institutions. Want to know if it's really worth figuring out to make my next move. Joel, bro, talk to ChatGPT and ask it. What were your biggest personal struggles during your journey? I guess drive. Found a future billionaire here, correct. GT3RS through us, GT3RS. Been watching your content for a long while now. Thank you, For says. Do I like the design of the tower or is it overrated? I love the design of the tower. Shiron, yes, go first? Yes, go. For a beginner who wants to prioritize speed and momentum, which route is better? Google Ads, dropshipping, branded dropshipping with meta ads, editorial is cool. That's the same thing. But yeah, that's solid. Albert, whatever you said, that's solid. Yeah. That's literally it. That's all you got to do. What would you sell enterprise companies? I'm not going to answer that. Caleb, do you make a chat for people who are truly motivated and looking forward to succeed? I have one already. It's wap.com/Caleb. You can find that. There's a chat for people that are in there. There's like 500 members in it already. Hey, Caleb, I got an insider view from Nicole Shanahan on a stock that's supposed to at least double in equity in a month. She's Google ex-CEO's wife and a billionaire. That is great to hear, but that is illegal and insider trading, and I don't really care. Hey, Caleb, I'm 13-year-old, about to start my online pet store. Can you give me any advice? Are you going to be selling pets online? What are you going to be selling? Yo, what's up? Caleb, how's the new crib? I love it. Why'd I recommend 44 Monroe? Brother's doxing me right here. All right, thanks. I was just about to create an agent and advertise them to small businesses in my area. Bought some digital products. I'm starting e-com that sells video editing tools, and I feel like they'd be really good for running ads. Probably not. I probably wouldn't do that. Think of your market size. How big is your market size? That's really important to know. I am going to be selling pet essentials and supplements. Do you have any competitors? If you know any of your competitors, study what they're doing and see how you can replicate their success, but do it better with like your spin on it. It's a very, very saturated market and not a lot of margins in that. But if you're like Woofies or companies like that for like arthritis and like stuff like that, then then you could do it. What's my roadmap to building a billionaire? Software. Was a person who got banned advertising? I don't know, probably, but he just was pissing me off. What advice would you give to someone who's lost all of his savings, suffering from severe anxiety and depression, struggling with health problems, living constant fear of losing? Bro, okay, I swear to God, the past like 6 months, this guy has been commenting on my Instagram, commenting on my YouTube videos, the same freaking thing. Elias, brother, get that out of your head. If you consistently say you have severe anxiety, depression, and you're struggling from health problems, bro, you're not going to be able to help yourself. Like, respectfully, this is completely up to you. I'm not going to give you any advice. Stop commenting on my stuff. You say the same thing over and over and over again, and it is only negative. Think positively, bro, and change your life. Because once again, the life you want to live is 100% up to the way you want to live it. If you want to be successful, go be successful. If you want to be happy, go be happy. If you want to be negative, go be negative. If you want to hate yourself, go hate yourself. Like, respectfully, I love every single one of you guys here, but I don't want to see anybody talking about themselves like this. Whether it's true or not, I don't really care. This guy has commented on every single one of my videos and has DM'd me multiple times saying the same thing. Don't be like that guy. If you want to be successful, don't be like this guy. And I mean that with the utmost respect. Don't be like this guy. That's not how you succeed. And that's not how you take care of yourself. When you say enterprise, do I mean turning into a corp? No. Enterprise as in like enterprise companies, like big companies. I was just wondering if you wanted more details on the stocks so we can DM. No, I'm not going to buy any stocks. Let me ask a better question. Continue scaling in my info product agency or run up those case studies, get a bigger... Bro, use them as case studies, bigger business enterprise. Trust me, bro. Do that. I'm studying Petco and PetSmart and see how many... No, bro. Just studying the wrong people, bro. Studying the wrong people. Joseph Sim! Thank you for the 500 bits. No, I'm kidding, bro. I miss you, Jojo. I haven't seen you in a while, bro. If you tell yourself something, you're going to believe it. Correct. That dude is trying to glaze you. All right, bro. How did I break up my day-to-day when scaling the agency and e-com at the same time? Almost at 100K a month with the agency right now. Can't imagine doing what you did. First off, are you making 100K a month from 1,000 clients or 100K a month from 2 clients? There's a big variation or variety there. There's a big difference. One hand, they're taking all of your time and you're not charging enough. The other hand, you're Chad scaling 2 clients and you're charging freaking $50,000 per person. There's a big difference there. And you want to be the Chad that's charging $50,000 per person versus trying to make 100K a month with freaking 80, 90 different clients. It freaking sucks. Don't do that. I love to see a personal branding blueprint from you, man. I don't do anything about personal branding. I don't want to be known. Everything starts from the mind. Start saying, I'm going to win regardless, and take ruthless action. Correct. How did you overcome your issues with drive, and was it good? Or was it through God? I overcome my issues with drive because not having drive is what drove me. Respectfully. Like, I was like, bro, why am I not a billionaire? And then I realized I should be working harder because I'm not a freaking billionaire yet. What is my diet currently? A lot of steak. 5K a month-ish? Yeah, charge more. Because Levi, like, bro, what's the worst that's going to happen? If you're pitching a client, you can do onboarding fees, percentage of spend, percentage of revenue, percentage of anything. A 5K set retainer, you're only going to make 5K a month. But if you have other percentages that you're taking from these clients, bro, you're going to make 10 times more money. Going performance now for larger? Yes, performance-based is phenomenal. Isn't digital products ideal? No shipping returns? It's fine, but it's hard to scale. As a beginner, what e-com business should I start? It would help a lot. Figure out how to run ads. Bro, go through freaking ClickBank and then figure out affiliate marketing deals. Will I ever start a clothing brand since I work with them? No, I would not because I work with them and I don't want to deal with that headache. What books did you start reading? Mentor, etc. from 0K, 10K to 100K. 0 books, 0 mentor. I did everything on my own. What's my sales framework? I don't have any sales frameworks. I just have word of mouth and I close people on the spot. What is some advice for me, Caleb? I want to start my own pet store, selling pet supplements and pet essentials. Okay, so Elias, what is a problem you're trying to achieve? What's a problem you're trying to solve? This is a common thing that people run into. Why is this like actually? Hang on. Hang on. Why is this? Hello? All right. Bruh. Give me 1 second. Okay. But yeah, so like Elias, advice for you is you're not going to beat Petco. You're not going to beat PetSmart. You need to go through a meta ads library, surf the freaking product category of all the niches, all the titles of the stuff that you could think of. See what they're running for editorials, for listicles, for product pages, for pre-sale pages. See what they're running. See what kind of offers they're doing. See what their traffic is. PetSmart and Petco, you're not gonna win if you're trying to like go towards them. Like it's just not gonna work, bro. They're billion-dollar companies, then you're a small fish in the sea. I want to launch an app and don't know where to start. What would I recommend? Go to appmafia.com. Yo, brother, I'm in Miami. I do videography and drone work. I saw your DM. I don't need to do any content, though, respectfully. And but if I know anybody that's looking for stuff, I'll send them your way. 3PL warehouse, and why does youngest still do warehouse? I don't actually know. But 3PL. What are your pros and cons of living in Florida? Living in Florida. What makes a digital product hard to scale? That would make it easier. Distribution. I have a YouTube channel close to 200k subs, but I got demonetized. What would be a next approach to bring some money through that channel? My theory is it's not even about the channels having 200k subs. The channel can have 0 subs and get 1 million views. If it's a good video, it's gonna get picked up through the algorithm. So it's not even about monetization. It's just about putting out good videos and then getting sponsors for that, for your specific niche. Do I think it's doable? Learning paid ads, dropshipping with 5K? Yes. Oh, 100%. That's more than enough. The thing is, if you're learning dropshipping and paid ads on your own dime, you're going to force yourself to learn to do them cheaper and better. I'm willing to spend whatever it takes, but of course, I make money in Brazilian reals. Dang. How much longer am I getting streaming for? It's been, how long has it been? I don't know. It's been like what, almost an hour so far. Wow. I'll keep going until I just hop off. I don't know. Anyone you admire, look up to in the business space? Peter Thiel, Larry Ellison, Steve Jobs, people like that. Thoughts on crypto? What skills would you recommend for a beginner? Ooh, learn affiliate marketing. Yes, my product is evergreen. Problem solving. It's a supplement to calm down dogs. Elias, like, bro, I promise you, there's 1 billion other people that are doing the same thing. 1 billion other people. You're competing with some of the biggest affiliates in the space because I know Woofies and I know like CBD products and other stuff like that. They're doing the same thing. How many hours a day do you work on your business? 18 hours a day. Earlier you told me AI call agents are already big. What would be a good scalable business to integrate AI that doesn't offer in that niche? Find whatever niche you're in. Like if you're in construction, this might sound retarded. If you're in construction, how can an AI agent benefit you? If you're in the restaurant industry, how can an AI agent benefit you? If you're in the medical space, medical field, how can an AI agent benefit you? You need to take what industry you're in now, break it down step by step. And guys, I went over a video already on like figuring out roadmaps and planning and like figuring yourself out. But you need to like break it down what problem you're able to solve in your current agent or your current industry and then monetize it off of that. What would a pricing structure look like for bigger business enterprise companies? It just depends on the model. Depends on what you're trying to sell. Advice you would give to your 16-year-old self: keep going. Thoughts on affiliate marketing when they have best affiliates in the contracts? Just be better than them. But yeah, if you guys want to learn more about affiliate marketing and like pay-per-call kind of stuff, go to Amazon.com. Buy the book Pay-Per-Call Revolution by Adam Ringba, or Adam Young, who owns Ringba. You'll learn a lot. When I said enterprise, I already answered that question. Any particular clickbait niche that you recommend? Supplements. Now that's not saying I don't necessarily recommend ClickBank. You can still make money in that, yes, but you can learn affiliate marketing through ClickBank. Can I learn affiliate marketing with $200 a month? No. Was my 765 LT your favorite car you've ever had so far? Yes. So what pet product for dogs or cats would you recommend? Just an idea. I actually wouldn't recommend any. I'll be honest, Elias. There's a lot of kind of jokes in the D2C space about people selling products for dogs and pets. You don't know if they're actually working or not. Look for a problem, monetize the solution, correct. That's what I do. Do I recommend anybody in this space to learn affiliate marketing, YouTube course, etc.? No. I mean, honestly, everybody learns affiliate marketing on their own. You're finding offers, you're finding networks, and then you're just figuring out how. Once again, it's stuff that you're interested in. Like if you want like bodybuilding supplements, find an affiliate offer for bodybuilding supplements and then monetize off of that. It doesn't matter what you're into. If you're into tech, if you're into cameras, if you're into lighting, if you're into keyboards, find affiliate marketing offers for that and figure out how to like make money off of that. Paper Call by Adam Young, you said, right? Paper Call Revolution by Adam Young. Yes, that is a great book. Thoughts on searching cars? Love it. Can you give a few examples of what you saw at enterprise companies? No, I mean, it's got to be more in depth for that, bro. I'll be honest. Like, I want to help you, Ali, but it's just gonna be more in depth. How much would you need to learn affiliate marketing each month as a broke student? Probably like $500 to $1,000 at least, because payouts are like net 15 or net 14 to net 30. So you're gonna be spending $500. You're out of money until you get paid out from the affiliates. But if you have consistent income or cash flow, you're fine. I'm gonna order food in a second. I'm gonna go get my menu. I'm gonna order food from the restaurant downstairs. Give me like 2 seconds. We're back. And once again, I guess quickly touch base on this. So I do offer one-on-one coaching. I am extremely selective, and I don't want your money if I don't think that you're a right fit, you're a good fit. And it is not cheap either. But if you have $15,000 to spend, which is freaking insane, yes, but it's also 6 months of my time working with me, then message me. And I'd love to help you build your business, scale your business, or teach you everything that I know in the current day-to-day times that we live in, whether it's AI, whether it's ads, whether it's organic, social media, whatever it might be. If you want to know how to take your business further, I might know a thing or two. I peaked at 180 clients a couple months ago with my marketing agency. My e-commerce brand does over $10 million a month with $6 million a month in rebills. And we're doing good. So the 15K, it's not like I'm here to try to make money off of you guys. I buy businesses, I sell businesses, and I get equity in businesses as a sweat equity. So if I see a business that I can make money with, then I want to work with you. And I want to train you and advise you on how to make this business go from 100K a month to 500K a month, or from 500K a month to $1 million a month. So if anything like that ever interested you guys, just let me know. I'd be happy to help out. But once again, it is a hefty fee, but it's justifiable because I wouldn't really care to offer it without that. All right, I think the chat is broken again. All right, there we go. Holy crap. Do I ever see Red Pure Sport with matching SVJ yours in Arizona? Yes, I have seen that. Have I ever played RuneScape? No, I've not seen that. I have not played that. What was the book that you said? Paper Call Revolution. What product do you recommend in a specific niche? Elias, go ahead and reach out to me on Instagram. I'll make sure that I can get back to you. Have you got to know some interesting people in the Porsche complex yet? Yes. If you know Anuel AA, the rapper, Puerto Rican rapper, I've met him. I met his brother and a few crypto casino owner guys. I'm confused about your up and coming. How did you go from nothing to signing Young LA and CP Hamilton? What is in between the gap? Success, having previous success with other companies and having my own actual results, and also knowing the right people. That's kind of how I got into it. That I like the M5 Comp, my first level dream car right there. Loved the M5 Comp. Phenomenal car. Are you live streaming because you watched a Hormozy video recently? No, I used to do these in the past. What in-depth info do I need to structure my question better? Ali just messaged me on Instagram. Miami better than AZ? Yes, but AZ honestly kind of sucks, and I don't like Miami that much. What's the most oversaturated e-com and biz? Supplements. I've been working for 4 years, full-time for 4 years, and tried dropshipping before. Looking to blow some money on ads, learn something. So ClickBank, example would be first test. If you've been working full-time for 4 years and you try dropshipping, get back into it. Start with ClickBank and then get into dropshipping after you learn ads. But, bro, honestly, just figure out dropshipping, and I would recommend that instead. ClickBank, I'm not going to say is a good affiliate network. I'll be honest. But it's good to get some skills there. Best book you ever read, Reality Transurfing. What specific beliefs would you install in somebody's head that you would guarantee financial success? I made a video on this already, Elevate. So if you see videos believing you're in delusion, then you can watch that, and that's pretty much it. What do I do for a living, and how do I generate my income? I sell water bottles. I sell these glass bottles. No, I'm just kidding. I do e-com. I own a home service company doing 7 figures annually, but only 20% net. I'm getting shiny object syndrome from all these online businesses. Would it be worth to start e-com or any other online business? I highly recommend starting e-com, or Ben, for you, get into local SEO agencies or local service ad agencies. So anybody that has a local service business that you know of, offer them a service where you're running their ads, your PPC ads, local service ads on Google Ads for $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month. Super low management. You outsource it to Fiverr or somebody over in India for very cheap, and you just let it run on autopilot. Local service ads are the most profitable, the easiest ads to run. So Ben, I highly recommend doing that. Let me rephrase that. Best book when you were young in that 40K month area. I never really just had a 40K month. My first month was 60,000 in dropshipping, but I didn't read books. Why did you do it? You seem to be making more than anyone else. Giving you 15K doesn't seem worth it. Owen, back to that, the 15K, once again, is because I literally buy businesses. So if I'm working with a new co-founder, I want to make sure it's somebody that's like actually eager and hungry and willing to work with themselves. Otherwise, I don't really care to. Caleb, if you want any rated photos of your cars, let me know. Okay. Cody Mill Sauce, go to Jack, Cody Mill Guy on Twitter, or go to Cody Mill Wizard, or I think Cody Mill Wizard on Twitter. You do VIP Black Hat MRR. If you didn't, you would reveal your brand. I do not do VIP Black Hat MRR. I don't think you understand what Black Hat MRR specifically is. I wouldn't be able to run on Check Our Chamber Phoenix specifically. How long is my coaching open for? It's always open. Which product do you recommend than a specific niche? It just depends. It's very broad. Do I generate all my money from e-commerce? No, it's e-commerce in my marketing agency and also my affiliate deals. Do I think having a thick accent, French accent, is harder than U.S. market? Sales calls. If it's thick, you should work on that. I read a Rich Dad Poor Dad other than PayPal Revolution, top 5 books. I couldn't even tell you 5 books. I'll be honest, bro. 0 to 1, Peter Thiel. How are you able to work 18-hour days in terms of energy and focus? A lot of nicotine and a lot of caffeine, honestly. What do I think about the new M5 comp? I think it's boring. Top 5 people in the e-com space to learn Facebook ads from. I have a free e-com course, or Facebook ads course, Owen, in my WAP. It's like 18 hours long. What does it take on branded dropshipping? Love it. What major e-commerce brand do you own? 2 million a month is absurd, mate. Yes, it is, but I'm not talking about it. What does boring life at Eli do? At least give us a hint. I don't know, man. I don't know. Do I think dropshipping is the best start when getting into any other online business? Yes, I do. Do me a small favor and give me $1 billion. Brother, I want to give myself $1 billion. No disrespect, but how much are my parents worth? Probably like 30, 40K probably. That's what my parents are worth. Do we? Oh, I already answered that. What would you recommend me? I've started 6 dropshipping stores. The BE or start losing money on ads. Ed trades. If you've done 6 dropshipping stores, you're doing it wrong, bro. You're doing something wrong. So DTCMA is basically a bunch of Indians from Upwork and Fiverr. No, DTCMA, we're all US based. So every single company that I have, they're all US based. And my peak was $280,000 to $300,000 in payroll a month because I had 45 employees. Okay, what if I don't got the 15K once, but I get results? I give you double. If I had $1 for every time somebody told me that, then yeah, I'd freaking do it. But otherwise, no. Phoenix is Black Hat. It's actually not. They're not able to run Black Hat. Otherwise, they'd be indicted by the FTC and the FBI. But I actually had a dinner with Phoenix today or lunch. So only screw over local businesses. Don't screw over local businesses. VIP MRR is not a real brand, bro. I don't run VIP MRR. But if you're saying real brand, Fabletics runs a VIP. Fashion Nova runs a VIP. Are you telling me those brands that do billions of dollars a year are not Rise Superfoods? Are you telling me that those aren't real brands? Thoughts on crypto casino? A lot of money in that. Do I hit ZA? Do you have it? Freaking low IQ. Have you ever been to a Catholic church? You should visit one time. No, I'm Baptist. I don't like Catholic churches. I went once with my friend Justin back in like high school days. Freaking awful. My brand recently hit close to 300K a month in purely revenue. Running off ads on Meta, where separates you generating 2 million a month versus me 300K a month is purely on ad spend on creatives. Volume for sure. Cash flow and having a really good product, honestly, and just social authority. So I do Facebook ads as well. Yes, of course I do Facebook ads as well. Ecom with 500 USD am I cooked? Maybe, yeah. Do I already have a video on starting local service ads, or is there anyone else you can recommend checking out? I don't have any videos on that, but it's pretty self-explanatory. If you just go through Google's free resources, they can go through that. I'm down for 15K, but I don't own a business yet. Just really want direction, making decisions, and have a fear of wasting money when I can learn fast from a mentor. Baked, if you're down, just send me a message on Instagram at @CalebCanales_ and we can talk more about it. I'll give you just a clear direction on where to go. Organic or branded dropshipping? That's not even a freaking question, bro. That's like 10 IQ. Branded dropshipping. Nobody knows what Boring Life at Eli does. I do, yes. With lower capital, would local service ads be a smart move? Yes. Launched my first app, 20 users in 3 days, all organic, beautiful, man. Start running ads. I live in Canada. Do you recommend starting ads in the US? What fulfillment do you recommend? Not gonna lie, I was looking at Salus calendar boxes. New fail, Nasir. If you want extremely high COGS and restricted cash flow, keep selling that product. Otherwise, I'm not going to answer that. Dude, catching you live. Holy, thank you, Andrew. What would you do to go from minimum wage to at least 10K to work part-time to full-time? Well, first off, go to full-time. Second off, ask for a raise. And if you can work 2 jobs at once, work 2 jobs at once. Work 80 hours a week. We're guys. We can freaking do whatever we want. We have the drive that nobody else really has, and we can run off freaking no sleep. Any product research recommendations, stuff that you're interested in? Do I still work with Justin Mentality Clothing? Of course. Nah, he's just my homie. They don't have hidden MRR? No, they don't have hidden MRR on Phoenix. But Dash, I don't think you understand specifically what anything about Black Hat or subscriptions are. Best CPO to work with? Velocity. Velocity or Shift Velocity or Zindrop or Commersive. Do I remember whenever I was doing videos of comment for info on how to make money with TikTok Shop, selling ice makers? Would you recommend? No, I wouldn't do that. That Asian kid sold me on info or sold me on Phoenix. No, Rizm didn't sell me on Phoenix. You have hidden MRR on your WAP. Come on, can you prove it to me? Where can I get that WAP link for the free course? I think it's just wap.com/Caleb. So if I have 15K DAREs, dollars, and hungry for more, I'm willing to learn, teach me how to, yeah, 100%. And the thing is, like, it's not about ecom or even just like agency. Like, depending on what business you're in, I've seen kind of the back end and been inside pretty much everything. So I know from just like life experience, what it takes to become successful. So a 15K investment could be for putting you in the right direction, for the right mentor, for trading or whatever it might be specifically. It's not like it's just towards ecom. Boring life of Eli, be making games or something. Not sure. I just got into high ticket ecom not too long ago. What are your thoughts on high ticket ecom? Love it. What's your best financial advice? I'm making about 30K a month. Just keep saving and then just invest into ETFs. Rise does not have hidden MRR. What are you talking about? Even if your MRR on Phoenix isn't compliant, it's not comparable to brands you mentioned, or else you would reveal your brand, or to be honest. Or I just like to remain private or anonymous. That's like the best thing to do in my opinion. And also, you don't see a lot of the offers that people see through ads. If you really go through everything, you can see a lot of stuff. Where should you look for fulfillment in the US as a beginner? Ship velocity. Does your brand appeal to a very niche audience or anyone? What is their best method here? What product do you... I'm not going to answer that. Do most of my... I'm not answering that. Thoughts on private label brands still viable? Yes. What's the best way to connect with me through Instagram? Yes. What sleep cycle do I have? Do you have days where you don't sleep at all? Yes, I have days where I don't sleep at all. Literally. Today was 2 a.m. to 8 a.m. Favorite Substack for focus? Coffee. A lot of coffee. Be careful with Phoenix and their long-term contract, bro. I literally had dinner with freaking Trevor today. I'm good, bro. I'm good. Boring life of Eli is not a trust fund. I can promise you that. LOL. Who's some crazy people you met besides Bernard Kidd? You said on Twitter in Vegas. Lando Norris's dad, Adam Norris. Crazy people. Dude, I Christian von Koenigsegg, met him. I met a lot of really cool people. I'm not going to lie. Is Eli an online casino owner? No, he's not. Regarding ecom, I'm still working. Cool. Do you think you can make online casino with $0? No, you need to have crypto certificates, certifications out of Curacao, and you need to be in Australia or Canada. Do I think... Oh, Eli makes Fortnite maps. He's Panville. I'm not sure. Where to find a good mentor and what's a good business to even start right now? I have no clue. I couldn't help you on that. It's too vague. Am I married? No, I'm 21 and young, and I don't really care to get married. Regarding ecom, still working my job. Question is, at the start, customers call me and I'm at work, can't answer. Why would customers call you? Would you recommend doing paid ads over influencer for apps? They have early attraction. Do both. You remember my comment, hope the dinner was amazing. Bro, I'm good, bro. I'm good. How do you remain focused in a world that's trying to grab your attention on social media? Go the opposite way. Living in Miami, is it true to these teenagers making the same money? No, they don't make that much money. Thoughts on organic dropshipping? Trash. Why didn't I go to 3 points? I don't even know what that is. What brand of coffee do you want to take? Is it too much caffeine, not bad for health? I don't know. I just be doing random freaking coffee, espressos or whatever. Just like black coffee. Favorite energy drink? Black coffee. All right, I want some better questions. I'm gonna hop off here in the next like 5-10 minutes. I'm gonna do something real quick. This is gonna be crazy. Hang on. Let me sign in. The chat's like a little bit delayed too, so I might not see any questions come in. All right, this might be, why do I choose to live in AZ in my instead of bigger financial setup? I have a spot in LA too, so I do LA, AZ, Miami. I don't really care about New York, San Francisco, or Chicago. I'm doing high ticket by being an authorized dealer through brands, and if customers call customer support, just hire an assistant. Thoughts on the Andromeda update? I'm not the best person to ask for that. I'm trying to figure things out. I don't know where to start. Don't know where to help you. 2 years is a long time. Don't know what you're talking about for 2 years. Is it hard to remain humble? I have accomplished everything I said I was going to do by raising 80 grand, 20 years old. Bro, 80 grand is not much, bro. That is, you should not be cocky or egotistical raising 80 grand at 20 years old. I'm freaking 21 and I made that 6 hours ago. How do you recommend a beginner source for products in a particular platform? mutual drop shipping or Laba fulfillment China. That's Soapy 21. I'm 18 trying to make it. Do it, bro. Kind of start making money at 16. And what should I do to start making money? Just apply for a normal job, like any restaurants or any retail businesses or any attorneys, law firms, stuff like that. Did I learn how to create landing pages and emails, etc., like the back end of it? Yes, I did. How long would it take for a beginner to reach 10K a month service business, dropshipping, and profit term and time? It's probably easier to make 10K a month in service businesses versus dropshipping. Because you can just, and it's guaranteed 10K a month. Like you can turn like 1 or 2 clients making 10K a month for service-based businesses versus dropshipping is going to take a little bit more capital to get started with that. Can you please save this video to your channel? Yes, I'll have it saved. Is the eyewear you posted on your ecom, your ecom brand, 24th? What themes you use on your ecom stores? I used to use Shrine, but now I just use custom. Can't afford a VA at the moment, so I guess I'm asking how I can still, dude, VAs are super cheap. Very, very cheap. Or then if you can't, just set up an AI call agent. What is the general path you would recommend someone taking to generate income? A better job. What are your plans to get off stream? Gonna eat some food. I'm 15 running market agency. Any advice? Do more 10K a month, charge more, and run ads. This is my first time catching you on live. Do I do this often? Not really. How do you network with hundreds of UGC creators effectively? Currently do 300K a month in ecom, but struggling to make them all work. I have 7 creators now. Go through like Creators Corner, ask Jimmy Farley, or just find the brands that, or the agencies that do TikTok shop and see how you can work with them. I know that they only do like very specific offers. But if you go to appmafia.com, go through the free course on distribution for UGC creators, you can learn a lot of stuff from them. What's one of my current ecom stores right now? I'm not talking about that. Phoenix and a real brand, Fabletics, Rise are on Phoenix. On Phoenix, everybody has hidden VIP MRR with checkout box pre-ticked. Bro, you're retarded, bro. You're actually retarded. This dash dude is retarded, bro. How do you start your own journey? By starting it. Laba fulfillment China. I think Laba is from fulfillment China. What are your thoughts on Rob the Bank? Bro, I'm just gonna mute you. You're annoying me. Just very annoying. I appreciate you and answering the questions, man. You're definitely a huge inspiration to be so young doing what you're doing at your age. Thank you for everything to give back to the ecom community. Yeah, bro, I love what I do, and I'm happy to be able to help people out along the way. So anything that I can do to benefit people in any way, that's what I love doing. Still doing equity deals on mentorship? Yes, I am. For agency, were there ever any large rev share partners in industries that you have never worked with and that didn't go as planned with Google Ads? No, I didn't have any. What is something you didn't realize came with growing at such a large scale? Taxes. Any YouTubers that you recommend? What niche? I'll see you in a couple months. Got everything running, and I'll be buying the mentorship. Love your work. Thank you, bro. Where did you learn most from App Mafia members? I used to live at their house like a month ago. They're smart people. I love ecom, man. This stuff got me out the Brazilian. Nice, bro. I'm always moving. Yes, I am always moving. A lot of nicotine and stimulants, bro. What I recommend, Amazon FBA. If you have money to start, yeah. There's nothing outside myself and the work that I put in that will put me on levels I want to be able to appreciate this for sure. Did you have any negative beliefs that held you back from first starting out? Were you always confident in myself? I was always confident for the most part. What was the first mindset shift that helped you started building real wealth? I don't know, just turning off negative thoughts, and I didn't have any ifs, ands, or buts. It was just like win, win, win. Where can we find your mentorship once you're ready to make that choice? Just message me on Instagram. I don't even think I can do 15K. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm trying to create a payment link for mentorship, and it's only letting me do 2.5K on freaking on WAP. So it's a little bit annoying. So I got to figure this out. I could split it up, but yeah, it's not letting me do 15K. What was the first mindset shift? I already did that. Did I say Lava Fulfillment China for sourcing? Laba. I think Laba is from Fulfillment China. I don't remember. Or mutual dropshipping. Do I know anybody doing YouTube automation that's not with an FTC case? Nah, I don't know anybody that's doing dropshipping that doesn't have an FTC case. I actually do have a Stripe account. Hang on. My mentor is Asen. He owns High Ticket Elites and part of his mentorship at the moment. So far, loving it. Nice, man. What was my drive to go this far at such a young age and achieve success? I want a lot of cars. I want all the cars. You need to source out and get JC England to run your offer. I don't even have an offer, bro. I don't want offers. Biggest obstacle you overcame that unlocks your next level of growth when starting on e-com making money online? Bro, just not stopping. I didn't let myself have any obstacles. But like cash flow is always a thing for the most part. But all right, this is gonna wrap up the video. This chat, I'm going to hop on another stream in the next couple of days, or maybe for Friday. But once again, if you guys want to participate in the mentorship, it's $15,000. It's a lot of money. It is. But once again, this isn't something that I publicly offer. And so if you're seeing this, then you're one of the very few people that will ever see anything like this. So just go through, message me on Instagram if you're interested in something like that. You can see my password on Stripe. It doesn't matter. It's not even logged into my Stripe account. FTC has nothing to do with YouTube automation. No, but YouTube automation scams do. All right. I'm out of here, guys. Love you guys. Bye.